Have you ever wondered how the concept of religion came into existence? It's a question as old as humanity itself, with answers taking us back to the dawn of civilization. Let's embark on this journey together, diving into the genesis of religious thought. The earliest inklings of religion can be traced back to our ancestors' understanding and interpretation of the natural world. This was an era when every tree had a spirit, every river a deity, a belief system we now call animism. It was a time when human beings saw themselves as part of nature's grand tapestry, not separate or above it. Then, as societies grew more complex, so did their spiritual beliefs. The ancient civilizations of Egypt and Mesopotamia offer us some of the first recorded instances of polytheism. They worshipped a myriad of gods and goddesses, each representing different aspects of life and the universe. These gods were often as flawed and complicated as the humans who worshipped them, reflecting the intricate realities of life. But as time marched on, the concept of the divine began to evolve once more. Enter Zoroastrianism, one of the world's earliest monotheistic religions. Originating in ancient Persia, it proposed a new idea, one supreme god ruling over everything. As societies evolved, so did their belief systems, gradually paving the way for more organized religions. But that's a story for another time. For now, let's reflect on these early beginnings and marvel at the fascinating journey of human spirituality. So, when did the major religions that we know today begin to take form? Let's dive into the cradle of civilization, the Indus Valley, where Hinduism, one of the world's oldest religions, blossomed around 1500 BC. Enshrining the principles of karma and dharma, it provided a moral compass for millions. Fast forward to the 6th century BC, and we find ourselves in the heartland of India, where a prince named Siddhartha Gautama was enlightened under the Bodhi tree, giving birth to Buddhism. Buddhism, with its 4 noble truths and 8-fold path, offered a blueprint to alleviate suffering and attain nirvana. Meanwhile, in the dusty landscapes of the Middle East, Judaism was taking root. Originating in the 2nd millennium BC, it introduced monotheism to the world, a concept that would heavily influence the religions to come. Fast forward a few centuries and we find ourselves in the 1st century AD in Roman-occupied Palestine. A carpenter named Jesus began preaching about love, forgiveness, and the kingdom of God. His teachings, later compiled into the New Testament, would form the bedrock of Christianity, a faith that would spread across the globe like wildfire. In the 7th century AD, a merchant named Muhammad in the Arabian city of Mecca began receiving revelations from Allah, as documented in the Quran. This marked the birth of Islam, a faith that emphasized submission to the will of God and would soon stretch from Spain to India. These religions, each unique, yet interconnected, spread their influence far and wide. From the snowy peaks of the Himalayas to the bustling markets of Rome, from the expansive deserts of Arabia to the green fields of England, their teachings resonated with people from all walks of life. They provided answers to life's profound questions, comfort in times of despair, and a sense of community and belonging. The rise of these major religions was not just a spiritual phenomenon. They played a pivotal role in shaping societies, defining cultural norms, and influencing political systems. They gave us timeless stories, magnificent architectures, and diverse traditions that continue to enrich our world today. These religions, with their profound teachings, not only shaped individual lives but also influenced political and cultural landscapes. But how did religion evolve during the Middle Ages and into modern times? Let's embark on a journey through time to explore the transformations in religious thought and practice. The Middle Ages, spanning from the 5th to the 15th century, was a period of significant religious evolution. Christianity, in particular, underwent major changes during this era. The Great Schism in the 11th century was a pivotal moment, splitting Christianity into 2 major branches: the Roman Catholic Church in the West and the Orthodox Church in the East. This division was fueled by differences in theology, language, and political power. Fast forward to the 16th century, another seismic shift occurred within Christianity with the Protestant Reformation. This movement, sparked by figures like Martin Luther and John Calvin, challenged the authority of the Catholic Church, leading to the establishment of numerous Protestant denominations. As we transition into the Enlightenment in the 17th and 18th centuries, we witness the rise of atheism and secularism. This period, characterized by a surge in intellectual and scientific discovery, questioned traditional religious beliefs. Philosophers like Voltaire and David Hume championed reason over faith, encouraging people to question religious dogma and superstition. The impact of scientific discoveries, especially during the scientific revolution, cannot be overstated. The heliocentric model of the universe, proposed by Copernicus and later defended by Galileo, contradicted the geocentric view held by the Church. Darwin's theory of evolution further challenged biblical interpretations, suggesting a natural rather than divine explanation for the diversity of life on Earth. These transformations didn't eradicate religion, but they certainly reshaped it. Religion continued to adapt, responding to new ideas and discoveries, and finding ways to coexist with them. As we moved into the modern era, religion remained a vital part of many people's lives, but its unchallenged authority had been significantly eroded. The rise of secular ideologies and scientific thought served as powerful counterforces, challenging traditional religious beliefs and practices. While religion continued to play a significant role, the emergence of scientific thought and secular ideologies began to challenge traditional religious beliefs. We'll continue our journey through the history of religion in the next scene, where we'll explore religion in the 21st century. So, where does religion stand in the 21st century? A question that prompts us to explore the dynamic shifts in our religious landscape. In the dawn of this century, we see the rise of New Age movements, spiritual practices that draw from multiple religious traditions, and a commitment to personal spirituality over institutionalized religion. These movements are often characterized by a focus on holistic living, meditation, and the incorporation of beliefs from a variety of different religious traditions. Simultaneously, the world is witnessing the increasing digitization of religion. Thanks to the internet, sacred texts, spiritual teachings, and religious communities are now just a click away. This digitalization has not only democratized access to religious knowledge but also fostered interfaith dialogues, further blurring the lines between different religious ideologies. Yet, as the world grows more interconnected, debates around the role of religion in modern society persist. Does religion promote unity or sow the seeds of division? Does it offer solace or breed intolerance? These questions continue to be hotly debated, reflecting the evolving complexities of religion in our globalized world. In spite of these debates, it's clear that religion remains an integral part of many people's lives, offering a sense of purpose, community, and moral guidance. In our diverse, interconnected world, religion continues to be a complex and multifaceted aspect of human life.